What's up guys, it's Tim here with SNSTR Auto. Super quick update. I've been fighting with wiring, a lot of wiring. This is the ignition wiring, or yeah, the ignition wiring for the coils and stuff. This is actually from a Gen 3, early Gen 3 Hemi ignition coils, because mine's just 2 wires, so I'm going to convert stuff over, but I'm going to try and make it look as clean as possible. And it's also got space for these capacitors, which are back here, which I'm going to have to modify. Auto stick is out, so is the auto stick cluster that goes up to 240 kilometers an hour. That's out. Because that's a ground strap. I've swapped out to a Concord cluster. It only goes up to 200, but that'll be fine. But yeah, black gauges with the orange dials. Kind of matches the Stuart Warner gauge a bit better. The white gauges, the auto meters are still down there. The USB is for tuning for the Dominator. It comes out quite a way, so I could still like plug in a laptop or something to sit on the seat. Did a few little changes, cleaned up put new foam behind vents and stuff to clean that up. But yeah, I've got the driver's area done. I redid all that wiring. I've got that ground block underneath that grounds to one major ground. I've got a fuse panel back there. I've added a switch here so that I can have my radar detector on a switch instead. Transmission's been gutted. And here I have to just refight this back in. I had to take it out to change an end for the ignition, because the one that came with the Holly was a female receptacle for wires, and I had to change that because both on that harness that I've got and this were both female receptacles. So then I got these and I had to change both ends because it changes where that little tab inside there is. Once I just have to fight this back in, and then once that's done, then I can start going about getting everything kind of lined up for wiring. I've got the coolant temp sensor in there, the fuel pressure sensor, oil pressure sensor obviously down there. This one is the coolant temp sensor stick was there, and then I've got the intake air temp sensor, which goes into the, you may have seen in there on the seat, the elbow. Then they'll be getting the throttle body position sensor and stuff in. We've got to figure out how this is all going to work out. So I've still got a lot of stuff to do. There'll be some wrapping of the exhaust there. Coming up to this will be wrapped when we get the turbo out. And then going down from here will be wrapped. Still debating if I want to change these from studs to like Allen head bolts or something, because it might be a bit easier to deal with them that way when having to change stuff. But that is pretty much it for now. Using a Ford throttle body, I don't know if I mentioned that before. It's a 3-inch Ford throttle body from like a 5.4 because it's cable driven. So that means I have to add the Ford throttle position sensor and the Ford idle air control valve. We're still working on making the intake. Obviously, it's not finished, anywhere near finished, but we're still working on that. So yeah, it's kind of coming along. I gotta get hosing and clamps and a bunch of stuff like that. But yeah, now it's just kind of down to wiring on this end and making sure nothing's rubbing on anything that moves. On the because these things move, because that's for the steering. So yeah, but that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video, subscribe, share the videos, and eventually one day I'm going to be driving this thing and I'll be taking it out and having fun with it on the track and stuff. So hopefully you guys stick around to see that, because I think that'll be pretty cool. But that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys next time.